First real patch of Dark and Darker came out on September 26th, and a bunch of bard changes came out. I've been meaning to make this video for a while and finally going to get to it, so I'll just make a quick brief video on what the actual new changes are. If you've been paying attention, there's two new stats called Manual Dexterity and Persuasiveness. Manual Dexterity is how fast you play instruments, so now instead of it being scaled by knowledge, it's now scaled by agility. And then Persuasiveness is scaled by resourcefulness, and it's just the duration of your bard songs. But fortunately, the wiki just made some graphs for Manual Dexterity, so here's Manual Dexterity, and here's Persuasiveness. I'll leave a link below to the actual wiki page. By the time I'm making this video, they did do some changes for Persuasiveness, where they quote-unquote adjusted some of the songs so it's accurate to the tooltip. This is not the case. I just did some testing, and the duration shown in the tooltip does not accurately match up what's played in the song, at least for a perfect performance. I'll make a video covering this in the future. Other changes are the armor for Bard, which is amazing. All three hats actually have differences to it. I'll show it up on the screen. Bam, here's the hats. Bam, here's the chests. Bam, here's the legs. So they all have a substat to them, which I'm very excited about. And the last major thing is music memory priority. I made a video covering this. You can check it out on the top right. I'll also leave a link below into more detail on how it works. But if you played Cleric or Wizard, you understand how it works. It's the same concept. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but this exists now. Now for the actual stat priority. Back in the day, before patch 1, we would just stack knowledge for a team-based build, and we would play fast, and it was just all happy and dandy. That's not the case anymore. So the stat priority changes and shifts around depending on if you're solo or if you're with people. You generally want to stack agility because agility makes you play faster, as well as all the other side buffs like speed and whatnot. Then strength. Depending on if you're solo or with people, you might want to prioritize strength more. I personally would go agility first, then strength. After that, it would go resourcefulness, then knowledge, then will. Hold on. I thought knowledge was supposed to increase memory capacity. It does, but here's the issue. If you are stacking +1 all ats, which is going to be insane for Bard, then you're going to have enough knowledge to take your necessary songs. You can still carry all 10 songs, sure, but you don't usually utilize all 10 songs every fight or whatnot. So having 8-9 songs is pretty good enough. So singly stacking knowledge is never really the play. You want knowledge on your gear sometimes, but you, for the most part, will get a lot of knowledge from +1 all ats, storyteller, rousing rhythms. So prioritizing knowledge isn't the play. It's not useless by any means, but it's definitely gets less valuable the more you have it. And that's pretty much it for Bard. People always say that Bard is dead after every single update. I mean, the reason Iron Mace just keeps on nerfing Bard is because they think it's really strong, and it proves time and time again to just keep on getting nerfed, and it's still pretty good. You know, people will keep on complaining about Bard, how their buffs are pretty good for team fights, or solo Bards throwing drums and hitting people with loots, you know, is killing the game. Whatever the excuse may be. So Bard definitely has a spot where it's still a really good class. The memory capacity update is just nerfs Bards without gear. And Bards with gear, it doesn't really make a difference. The small tweaks here and there where they nerf certain buffs definitely do hurt Bard. But Bard's still a very good team-based class to choose. The last thoughts, I don't think this rework from Iron Mace is a good rework. I think it's lazy. I feel like just copying the memory capacity and sticking it onto Bard is lame. Having the access to all the songs is also very overpowered for Bard, especially with no gear. But I feel like they could have gotten this a little different way. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I hope it clears up some stuff. If you have questions, just let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.